Why would anybody sell you their property at a discount? Why would they do it? Why would they consider leaving money on the table? Let's find out. Let's dig into it right now. Welcome to the Heartland Multifamily Show, the shorter, more profitable path to multifamily ownership and investing. Everybody, it's Darren, and welcome to the Heartland Multifamily Show, the place for all things multifamily. And guys, today we're going to answer a question, and that question is, why in the world, why in the hell would anybody sell a property at a loss? So for example, we're working on an apartment community that the value of this community is a little bit over $9 million. We're going to end up buying it for $8 million. So why would they sell the property so low? Why are they leaving over $1 million on the table? What's going on? Why would anybody do that? So let's get the easy ones out of the way first. Number one is illness, sickness, death, that kind of thing. Somebody in the family has a chronic disease. Someone has passed away. There's been a serious illness that's happened. Well, sometimes when that happens, there is some urgency to getting assets sold and turning those assets into cash. Okay, by the way, it's rare that you see this. It happens. It comes up. Usually, especially investors that have owned real estate for at least a number of years, they usually have like plans in place in case this happens. So usually you won't see a huge discounted sale even when somebody passes away or there's maybe a chronic illness or something, but it does happen. So that's number one. Let's get that off the table. That is one of the reasons. The second reason, foreclosure, bank repossession, sheriff's sale, that kind of stuff. Owners in foreclosure, they haven't foreclosed yet. The bank hasn't repossessed it yet. It hasn't gone to sheriff's sale yet, but they're in foreclosure. Like, okay, we got to make a deal and get at least something versus not getting anything. Okay, that happens too. But the two things I just mentioned to you guys, they do not happen the majority of the time. What I just told you will happen about 20% of the time. So where do the other 80% of you being able, me being able to purchase a piece of real estate at a discount, our world's multifamily, even in the multifamily space, why we can do it? Reason number one of the 80%, and that's other opportunities. When you're in the game, you are making deals for a living, you're analyzing, looking at, you're always positioning yourself to something that's going to be better, hopefully, than something you already have. And there are occasions where it makes sense for an owner to sell their property at a discount if they can get a quick sale in order to jump into something that is a better what? A better opportunity. If I spot or locate a property that I know, I'm very confident that it's going to kick the butt of this property that I own, I'm probably interested in selling this property for less than what the value would be. Let's just say at a discount, because I know once I place that money from there into the better opportunity, what's going to happen? I should make up that, let's just say, loss of value from the sale relatively quickly. Okay, so new opportunities, that's a big reason why you see this happening, and you'll see it happening. Reason number two, cash flow and expense issues. Okay, you can say this might be related to foreclosure. I guess you probably could, but a lot of times owners will continue to battle, grind out, work through cash flow and expense issues that continue to come up. Most owners are not, they don't have the backbone to continue to grind things out. They might be able to grind it out for 6 months. Hell, they might be able to grind it out for 2 years. But if you've got a property that's being consistently misbehaving, I'll call it, cash flow wise or expense wise, and you're on to year 3, year 4, you know, a lot of guys are thinking, I think it makes sense to get this gone. My mental energy is drained. My physical energy, I've lost like 35 pounds. I can't sleep at night, you know, because of the cash flow expense issues. Then what happens? They look at selling that property to you or to me at a discount so they can move on from that and not have to deal with it. Hey guys, a lot of people contact me and want to know where are the best resources when it comes to investing in multifamily? Where can I go? And the obvious answer is darrengarman.com. 99.9% of all of the items on the website are absolutely free. Start making that multifamily investment that you've been thinking about a great reality. Another, and that has to do with management. Now, we manage all of our own properties. I am not in the management business, so I don't manage other people's property for a fee. I only manage our own stuff, okay? And the main reason I do that is because I've had other management companies manage most of our own stuff, and I found out how that goes. I want me managing it. That's how it goes. A lot of times investors, especially if they're out-of-state companies, out-of-state syndications, out-of-state partnerships, they'll come into a market and they'll buy a property and they'll just look in there. We used to call them, when I was a young man, the yellow pages. I don't even know if they're still around. We'd look in the yellow pages directory. Who's a property management companies? Let's start calling. They call them, what's your fee? What do you charge? What do you do? Okay, let's pick one. Let's have them manage it. Boom, we're done and we're on our way. So think about it. They get a management company in place. It turns out to be terrible. They're losing money. They're losing tenants. The property's going to shit. Now all of a sudden they got problems. So they move another management company in there and they expect that management company to instantly fix all of the crap that's happened from management company number one. Well, and that doesn't happen during the time frame that they think it should. When that doesn't happen the way it should, or as profitably as it should, what does that ownership want to do? Oh, maybe we need to look at selling this thing. It doesn't look like this is going to work out, no matter what kind of management company that we have in place. Okay, that happens a lot, more than you would think. So management is a reason. Another reason has to do with time. The amount of time it's taking you as an owner, your management team, your maintenance technicians, you name it, your whole management team. If this property is continuing to suck more and more and more and more time, and you're not seeing the reciprocating results from an income financial standpoint, it might be time to let's sell this. And geez, even if we have to sell it and take less than what it's probably worth, we're probably better off because it's taking so much what? Time. That happens quite a bit. And then there's time in terms of a quick sale. And so a lot of times you will run into, especially off-market deals, instances where if you're able to close fast, you can dial in a pretty sizable discount in terms of what you pay for the property. Now, some of that, of course, depends on the market. Is it a buyer's market, seller's market, property type, location? I mean, of course, there's some things that are intertwined with that, obviously. And, especially if you're dealing with an owner that's in a pinch of some kind. Man, if you can close quickly, they're going to be dialed in terms of, okay, yeah, maybe I will take a little bit less. And again, some of that might have to do with some other things we talked about, but closing quickly can be a game changer in terms of being able to pick a property up at a discount. Okay, so guys, I've shared with you reasons why we're able to pick property up at a discount if and when those opportunities come up, and reasons why you can too. But more importantly, we've read between the lines of why would anybody sell you their property at a discount? Why would they do it? Why would they consider leaving money on the table? And now you know some of the reasons why, so that when you're out there looking at opportunities, judging opportunities, and being able to possibly purchase that next real estate investment at a discount, you're going to go in there armed, ready, and ready to have a conversation and negotiate the best possible deal you can. All right, look, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Heartland Multifamily Show, the place for all things multifamily. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Make sure you click the subscribe button. We'll talk to you later. We'll see you. Bye-bye. If you want to get your hands on more great multifamily real estate content, make sure you click here. If you want to invest passively in great multifamily real estate, make sure you click here.